Dear brothers and sisters, it is with great joy that we gather today to reflect on the prayer of prosperity. May this be a moment of connection where we can open ourselves to what God has to say to us. I invite each of you to put your names in the comments so that we can pray for you and your needs. God hears our pleas and desires to see us prosper in all areas of our lives. Prosperity is not limited to material matters. It is a comprehensive blessing that touches our spirit, our health, and our relationships. When we think of prosperity, we remember that it is a reflection of the abundance that God desires for each of us. In our daily journey, we face challenges that can divert us from this path of blessings. However, when we turn to prayer, we find strength and direction. Imagine a farmer who plants seeds with faith. He does not just wait for the harvest, but also prepares the soil, waters the plants, and cares for them with love. In the same way, we are called to cultivate our spiritual lives, seeking what is good and just. By doing so, we attract the prosperity that God has reserved for us. Often, we stop believing that we can achieve great things. Doubt can be an obstacle, but faith is the key that opens doors. When we unite our voices in prayer, we create a conducive environment for miracles. Prayer is a powerful tool that connects us to God. He rejoices when we approach Him with a sincere heart. As we pray together, we strengthen our community and support each other in difficulties. Remember that prosperity also involves sharing what we have with others. Therefore, it is important to remember that when we ask God for blessings in our lives, we must also be willing to be instruments of blessings in the lives of those around us. Generosity is a fundamental principle of prosperity. By helping others, we multiply the blessings we receive. Thus, we create a cycle of prosperity that benefits everyone. This is an opportunity to reflect on what we truly want in our lives. What kind of prosperity are we seeking? It is essential to have clarity about our goals. God desires for us to be abundant in all areas, but we must act in accordance with that will. We desire prosperity in our relationships, in our health, and in our endeavors. May we open our hearts and minds to receive the divine abundance that is within our reach. The prayer of prosperity is a declaration of faith and hope. Together we can create an environment of blessings where everyone can flourish. Sons and daughters, at this moment, I invite you to reflect on the strength that prayer can bring to your life. Imagine a space where your dreams and longings can be brought to light. By expressing your desires, you open yourself to receive the blessings that God has for you. Put your name in the comments and feel the unity that forms among us as we support each other in prayer. When we focus on prosperity, we must remember that it manifests in diverse ways. Sometimes, blessings come in the form of opportunities, wisdom, or healthy relationships. By committing ourselves to seek the good, we attract that which is good. May we be aware that as we work on our lives, we are collaborating with the plan that God has for us. Visualize your life as a garden that needs constant care. Just as a gardener waters and fertilizes, we too must cultivate our talents and gifts. When we invest time and effort in our growth, prosperity becomes a reality. This is a reminder that although difficulties may come, our effort and dedication can result in abundant harvests. Prayer allows us to align our desires with God's will. It is a space where we can express our concerns and also our gratitude. In prayer, we set aside anxiety and make room for hope. May each of us find comfort in the promises that come from prayer. It is in this moment that we are reminded that we are never alone on our journey. Blessed are those who recognize the importance of sharing their blessings. When we open our hands and hearts to others, we experience a cycle of generosity. It is a call for us to also be instruments of prosperity in the lives of others. May we always remember that what we give returns to us multiplied, bringing joy and satisfaction. In this moment of reflection, think about your goals and aspirations. What do you really wish to achieve? Clarity in our objectives helps us focus on the actions we need to take. By aligning our plans with God's will, we take a firm step towards prosperity. He is the one who knows our hearts and deepest longings and guides us in every step. May this prayer bring peace to your spirit and clarity to your mind. As we unite in prayer, we create a sacred space where we can deposit our dreams and fears. May each one feel encouraged to seek what is good and just, knowing that these intentions are welcomed in God's heart. Together, we are stronger and capable of facing any challenge that life presents to us. Remember that prosperity is also found in simplicity. Often the most valuable things are those we cannot touch but feel in our hearts. Joy, love, and peace are riches that no one can take from us. By cultivating these virtues, we attract an abundance into our lives that goes beyond the material. As we continue to connect in prayer, may we always remember that prosperity is a state of mind. It is a daily choice we make when we wake up and decide to see the world with hope and gratitude. May love and kindness always be the foundation of our interactions, creating a fertile environment for prosperity to flourish in our lives and in the lives of those around us. The practice of prayer is an invitation to an intimate and profound dialogue with God, a time when we can open our hearts to share our worries and give thanks for the blessings received. By setting aside specific moments of our day for this connection, we create a sacred space that allows us to reflect on our experiences, desires, and challenges. Prayer becomes a refuge where we can find comfort and renewal. Imagine the power of simply stopping and silencing the outside world to hear God's voice. In that moment, the words can flow freely, allowing our fears and anxieties to be exposed to the light. By putting into words what troubles us, we begin to realize that we do not need to carry these burdens alone. Surrendering our worries to God lightens our spirit and offers us peace. It is equally essential to express gratitude. Often, we get lost in our requests, forgetting to acknowledge the gifts we already have. Gratitude transforms our perspective and helps us see the little things that often go unnoticed. By giving thanks, we create a cycle of positivity that connects us even more with the divine essence. This recognition allows us to live with a lighter and more satisfied heart. Prayer is not just a way to ask, but a means of spiritual and personal growth. As we dedicate ourselves to this practice, we begin to develop a sharper awareness of what truly matters in our lives. As we turn to God, we gain clarity about our priorities and the direction we should take. This alignment with divine will tune us into our purpose. Each of us has a unique calling. As we pray, we can ask for discernment on how to fulfill that calling. It is a moment to seek not only what we desire, but also what we need to learn. Prayer guides us so that we can be instruments of love and light in the world, contributing to the transformation around us. Thus, we become part of the greater plan that God has for us and for humanity. The practice of prayer also teaches us patience. Often, the answers we seek do not come in the way or time we desire. This lesson helps us trust in divine wisdom, even when we do not understand the way ahead. The patience cultivated in prayer strengthens us and prepares us for the challenges that life brings, making us more resilient. When we pray in community, we strengthen the bonds that unite us. It is a moment of mutual support, where the intercessions of each become a powerful resource. Together, we create an environment of love and solidarity where each prayer is a seed planted in the fertile soil of hope. The power of collective prayer is undeniable, as it reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Moreover, prayer invites us to reflect on our actions. What are we doing to cultivate good in our lives and in the lives of others? Each act of kindness, each gesture of love is an extension of our prayer practice. By living according to the principles we preach, we bear witness to our faith and inspire others to do the same. As we continue to develop this habit, may we also open ourselves to new forms of prayer. Meditation, contemplation, and even moments of silence are ways to connect with God. Each one should find the practice that resonates most with their spirit and helps deepen this sacred relationship. Finally, may prayer always remind us that we are part of something greater. Our lives have a purpose, and in seeking this connection, we find the path that will lead us to a fulfilling existence. May each of us commit to setting aside time for this practice, for it is the foundation that sustains our spiritual journey. Faith is a safe harbor that offers us shelter amid the storms of life. When we place our trust in God, we open the doors to a peace that transcends human understanding. This peace is not the absence of problems, but an inner state that allows us to navigate difficulties with serenity. The certainty that we are under divine protection strengthens us, making us believe that we can overcome any obstacles. This feeling drives us to act with courage, knowing that we are not alone in our challenges. Trust in God also provides us with a sense of direction. By surrendering our plans and worries, we allow Him to guide our steps. This surrender does not mean passivity, but rather an active willingness to follow the path shown to us. Each decision made based on faith brings us closer to our purpose. This divine guidance is like a beacon that illuminates our journey, revealing opportunities and lessons that might otherwise go unnoticed. The desire for happiness is a universal pursuit. However, often this search becomes a burden when we focus solely on external circumstances. Prayer invites us to redirect our focus, reminding us that true happiness comes from within. When we connect with God, we find a contentment that does not depend on external factors. This happiness is a natural consequence of a life lived in harmony with the divine, where gratitude and love become the pillars of our existence. Each prayer is an opportunity for renewal and transformation. By submitting to this process, we are invited to leave behind old habits that no longer serve us. The practice of prayer helps us reflect on our actions and seek ways to become better versions of ourselves. This transformation is not instantaneous, but is a path that unfolds gradually as we open ourselves to change. Prayer also connects us to hope. In a world often marked by uncertainty and discouragement, it is vital to nurture hope in our hearts. This hope is not a passive expectation, but an active belief that the future can be better. When we pray, we nurture this belief and make it an integral part of our lives. Hope motivates us to act, to dream, and to fight for a more just and loving world. The practice of prayer invites us to look within, to know our fears and insecurities. This self-awareness is essential for our spiritual growth. By recognizing our weaknesses, we are led to seek the strength that comes from God. This strength not only empowers us to overcome personal difficulties, but also transforms us into agents of change in our community. Being in tune with God's will helps us discern the signs that life presents to us. Often, the answers we seek manifest in subtle ways, like a whisper in our hearts. Prayer teaches us to be attentive to these signs, to understand that every event has a purpose. This awareness allows us to act with wisdom and compassion, both towards ourselves and others. As we cultivate the practice of prayer, it is essential to remember that it is not limited to moments of need. Praying in times of joy and gratitude is equally important. This practice of celebrating the blessings received reinforces our connection with God and encourages us to recognize the beauty of life. By doing so, we create a cycle of love and gratitude that expands, touching the lives around us. Thus, the path of prayer is a continuous invitation to live fully. By dedicating ourselves to this practice, we are challenged to reflect on how we can be better for ourselves and for others. This journey transforms us, revealing the greatness of the divine love that surrounds us and guides us with each step. May we always seek this sacred connection and find in every prayer a new opportunity for growth and renewal. O God, at the dawn of this new day, I come to you with a heart full of gratitude. The light that radiates on the horizon is a reminder of your love and your creation. Each ray of sunshine that touches the earth is an expression of your goodness, and each gentle breeze is a whisper of your presence. I thank you for the wonders that surround my life and for each small blessing that often goes unnoticed. May I always recognize the beauty of the world you created and remember to care for it with love and respect. In this moment, I ask that you renew in me the strength needed to face the challenges that arise. Life can be demanding and, at times, exhausting, but I know that by seeking your help, I find the courage I need. May I rise with determination, ready to face each task and each obstacle that presents itself. Grant me also the wisdom to make sound decisions and to act with discernment in all situations I encounter. May I always seek truth and justice, guided by your teachings. In the midst of my daily struggles, I wish to be an instrument of love and kindness. May my actions reflect the light that comes from you, illuminating the lives of those who cross my path. Help me to be a source of encouragement for those who are discouraged and to offer support to those in need. May I sow joy and hope in every word and gesture, transforming small interactions into meaningful moments. May my life be a reflection of your love, inspiring others to also seek the beauty of goodness. Throughout this day, may I not forget the importance of cultivating compassion. Life is full of challenges and difficulties, and it is essential that I remember that everyone is fighting their own battles. May I look at others with empathy, recognizing their needs and offering help whenever possible. May my eyes see the pain of others, and my heart be open to act, bringing relief and comfort to those in need. I ask that on this day I be guided by gratitude, May the small things that often go unnoticed be a source of joy and reflection. May I learn to value each moment, each smile, each opportunity to be alive. By recognizing the blessings in my life, may my spirit be filled with joy and hope, bringing light not only to myself but also to all those around me. May I seek, in every action, harmony with the greater purpose entrusted to me. Sometimes I may lose myself in my own worries and forgetfulness. Help me to return to focus, reminding me that every day is a chance to make a difference. May I act with purpose, aligning my intentions with yours, so that my journey is fruitful and full of meaning. On this new day, I also wish to reflect on the importance of patience. Often haste and anxiety can take over me, leading me to act impulsively. May I cultivate calmness and serenity, allowing each moment to unfold in its own time. May patience teach me to appreciate the process of growth, both in myself and in those around me. Finally, I ask that throughout the day I may feel your presence in every step I take. May the certainty that you are with me encourage me to move forward, even in the face of difficulties. May I find comfort in knowing that I am not alone, and that with your guidance I am capable of facing any challenge that arises. May my life, in all aspects, be a continuous pursuit of love, kindness, and the light that comes from you. O God, on this day that is beginning, my soul rejoices at the magnificence of your creation. The flowers blooming in the field, the song of the birds echoing in the air, and the clouds that paint the sky are evidence of your artistry. Every detail reveals a purpose, and even challenging situations can be seen as opportunities for growth and learning. May I be able to see beauty even in the most difficult circumstances, recognizing that everything is part of your plan. Gratitude is a practice that brings me closer to you. By giving thanks, my heart opens to receive the lessons that life has to offer. May I remember that the stones in the path are part of the process that shapes me, especially in times of tribulation. May I not lose myself in frustration, but find strength and resilience to move forward. I thank you for the experiences that teach me to value each moment, for it is often in adversity that I discover the depth of your love. In this moment of reflection, may I be a beacon of hope. May my words be comforting and my actions inspiring to those around me. In every encounter, may I bring a little of the light I receive from you, helping to dispel the shadows of doubt and despair. May I be an agent of transformation, making a difference in the lives of those who cross my path, even if in subtle ways. Wisdom is a gift that I seek sincerely. May I learn to discern what is truly important and prioritize the things that bring peace and joy. May every choice I make be guided by the understanding that life is precious and should be lived with intention. May I seek, throughout this day, what builds and strengthens, both in myself and in others. Amidst the whirlwind of daily life, may I not forget to care for my inner self. Meditation and contemplation are essential for me to hear your voice. May moments of silence be opportunities to renew my spirit and align my intentions. By dedicating time to reflect, may I find clarity and purpose, strengthening my connection with you. Compassion is a virtue I wish to cultivate daily. It is easy to get lost in the rush and forget that each person carries their own struggles. May I be sensitive to the needs of others, offering my support and solidarity. May my heart always be open to lend a hand to those in need, recognizing that small gestures can have a great impact on someone's life. With each dawn, gratitude should be a constant in my life. May I learn to value what is often considered trivial: a smile, a word of kindness, a moment of peace. These details are the true riches that nourish my soul and connect me to the divine. May I always remember that by acknowledging what is good, my spirit rejoices and is strengthened. On this day, I also wish to reflect on the importance of living with intention. Every action I take should be a reflection of the love and kindness I wish to see in the world. May I not just react to circumstances, but consciously choose how I want to behave. May my life be a manifestation of the light that comes from you, inspiring others to do the same. As I continue my journey, may I feel your presence guiding me. The certainty that you are by my side brings comfort and courage. May I face challenges with the confidence that, with your help, I can overcome any obstacle. May each day be a new opportunity to live fully, always seeking what is just and true.